Hello there, beauty ravers, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Raven, and this is where I like to rave about beauty. If you would ever so kindly hit that like and subscribe button to become part of my little family here on YouTube, it means so much to me. Now, without further ado, let's jump on into the video. Hi guys! Today I have a spooktastic video for your beautiful eyes to view. And to do so, we're gonna have to take a little trip to Halloween over at Profusion Cosmetics. Profusion decided to release a Halloween collection featuring these three little tombstone palettes, liquid lipsticks, neon liners, all of the goods. So I'm super excited to show you how I created this look today using the brand new Profusion Cosmetics Halloween lineup. I picked up one of the matte liquid lipsticks, and it's what I'm wearing on my lips today. This is the shade Orange. Am I crazy? Does this look red? I think it looks red. The package looks red. It looked red online. I feel like my lips look red. Maybe I'm nuts, but I feel like it's red. Let me know down below what you guys see. I might just be colorblind because I also feel the same way about this gold liner. This is what it looks like. Am I crazy or am I seeing swampy green? I'm hoping it stays swampy green because that's honestly why I bought this. I saw it online and I was like, I know this says gold, but it looks pretty green. We will be swatching everything in just a moment, so stay tuned for that. I also picked up the blue neon liner. Then I picked up all three of the tombstone palettes. Now, just a few little quick facts about these palettes before we dive on in to the swatches and tutorial. So it says on the back, knock 'em dead with this 9-shade multi-finish palette. The richly pigmented and blendable array of colorful hues are perfect for creating the most terrifying looks that will have them asking, Toomby or not Toomby? This palette does contain mica and talc, and it is cruelty-free. And that goes for all three of the palettes as well. All right, I think I've said what I need to say. Let's jump on into those swatches. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the liners first. The first one we have here is the gold one. Sorry, I'm trying not to blind you. It's a little bit reflective. Like I said, I think it kind of looks green, so I'm hoping it stays this swampy color. So when you take her out of the package, it looks like this. I'm not a huge fan of how thick that applicator is, but you can just use like a thin brush like this one from Moda would work perfectly as your liner brush because this will not give you sharp, precise lines. At least I don't think it would. Now let's swatch her. Okay, maybe it is more gold. I don't know. I still get like a swampy-esque vibe from it, and I'm here for it, but it definitely does reflect gold. Now let's go ahead and swatch the blue one, and here's what this one looks like. And that's just a very true blue. The pigmentation on both of them looks really well though, and the formula feels pretty nice. So far they look pretty good. I also love these packages, the little coffins. I think that's so cute. And this is what it looks like when you take it out of its package. I still see red, man. I don't know. I don't know where they got orange from because I do not see orange. Maybe like orange undertones at the most, but let me know, am I crazy? Do you see orange? Now let's swatch the Here Lies Fangs palette. This is the color story. I feel like it's very autumnal. Like I really like it. First one we have here is Swoon. That's not taking my breath away. Hopefully it gets better. This is Youthful. See, that's nice. Fever. This is Home Slice. Ember. Brick, Outspoken, Radioactive, Trance. Now let's swatch Here Lies Hellcat. Absolutely love this color story. I think it's the most autumnal one out of the bunch, and I just think it's really pretty. And just so you know, all three of these palettes retail for $7 each, which really isn't a bad deal when you think about it. This is Raw. That's so light, you can barely see it on my skin. Fortune, Shimmy, Busy Bee, Tangy, Fever. That was a terrible swatch, I'm so sorry. Caliente, Rhythm, and Throne. And this is the palette. I will say they're not swatching as well as I'm used to Profusion's products swatching. I own quite a few of their palettes and usually they're a little bit better than this. However, I have noticed that with the palettes that don't swatch so well, they do build pretty well, so I'm hoping that this is the case with these ones as well. Now let's swatch. Here lies Jester. We have Active, It Girl, Rogue, Unwind, Marigold, Lucky, Conserve, Waves, and this is Rain. And that is the palette. Alright guys, I have already gone ahead and moisturized my face using my belif The True Cream Aqua Bomb. And I also moisturized my eyes using my Cheer Up Eye Cream. And I primed my eyes using my Thank Me Later Elizabeth Mott eyeshadow primer. So we're doing a Krusty the Clown themed look. As you probably know by the name of the video, he doesn't really wear any eye makeup. So we're going to make this a glamorous clown. I'm going to add some of my own little personal touches to it. I want to start off by packing Lucky onto my upper crease, and these palettes do not come with mirrors, so I'm just going to be using my Meant to Be palette by ColourPop just for the mirror. I'm going to be dragging this out quite a bit as well because I'm trying to make this very dramatic. He is a clown, you know, so drama seems to be the name of the game, you know. So now we're just going to blend that shadow upwards. Now I'm going to take some of the shade Conserve and pack that onto the inner portion of my actual crease. And to apply that shadow, I'm just going to be using my doe color number 12 brush. Just blending that out with my doe color number 4 brush. Now quickly wiping off my doe color number 12 brush, using my BH Quick Changer, we're going to use that same brush to apply Rain to the outer portion of the actual crease. Now just using that same doe color number 2 brush to blend that shadow out. I will say these take quite a bit of building to get the intensity I'm looking for, but they do build, and as long as it builds, I'm okay with that. I just recommend you do your eyes first, and if you don't want to do your eyes first, then definitely tap off your brush before applying product because these shadows do have quite a bit of fallout. Now I want to incorporate the Here Lies Fang palette by taking the shade Radioactive and using this as our deepening shade. So I'm just going to be applying Radioactive to the outer V using my Moda 402 smudger brush. And I'm just elongating that to make it more dramatic, like I said before. Now I'm going to blend that shadow out using my doe color number 4 brush, very lightly. I'm going to put a little more purple right here because I feel like the red is taking over the purple at this point. And I'm just going to pick up the purple on that same doe color number 4 brush. Now I'm just going to very quickly cut my crease using my NYX glitter primer. And to cut my crease, I'm going to be using this LA Colors eyeshadow shader brush. Now that our crease is cut, I'm going to go in with Waves from the Jester palette. And I'm going to apply that to the outer portion of the lid and also the inner portion of the lid. These are not shimmers, these are mattes, but I'm okay with that. And usually on my lid I would use a shimmer, but I kind of want to do something a little different today. Now obviously I didn't need to put the NYX glitter primer where this matte shadow is going because there's no glitter in the matte, but for me it's just easier to cut my crease with it and the entire crease than to do just the middle part because I am using a shimmer in the middle. So for me, I just did it, and you can go over the NYX glitter primer with a matte. It's just not going to really do anything for the shadow. Now for the middle portion of the lid, I want to take from the Hellcat palette. I'm going to take the shade Shimmy using that same doe color number 5 brush. Now when you have that looking the way you like it, blend it out as you please. I do apologize for the cars in the background. I can't really help it, but I know they're loud and they annoy me, so I'm sure they're annoying you. Now for our lower lash line, I want to use a little bit of Lucky, this light green, and I want to use a little bit of Conserve, the darker green. And to apply that, I'm just going to be using my 420 Detail Moda brush. So I'm going to be taking the darker green on the outer portion of the lower lash line and the lighter green towards the inner portion of the lower lash line. So starting off with Conserve. Now going in with Lucky. For my waterline, I'm going to use my Ace Beauté So Gorgeous lip liner. I know it's not an eyeliner, so proceed with caution, but I use it as a waterliner sometimes and it doesn't bother my eyes. Again, proceed with caution because I don't know if it'll bother yours. And I'm going to use some of this neon blue liner that is from this Halloween collection. I'm also going to do my other eye. I'm going to add these LA Color lashes in the style Siren Maiden, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I also added eyebrows. I'm sure you noticed the brows because they are quite fluorescent. I did not use any of the shadows from this collection. However, I wanted to keep it Profusion themed. I did pull from my Spectrum palette and I'm using the shade Peacock on the brows. I also added an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight, and I used the shade Swoon to do so, and that is from the Fangs palette. And yeah, now let's do the face together. I honestly have no idea how I want to do this, but I have some paint brushes here. These are just from Walmart. I also have these two little face palettes from Wet n Wild, which were $4.99 each. However, at Walgreens it was buy one get one 50% off, so yeah, not a bad deal. I do also own the other Wet n Wild one in the pastels. I think I have an idea. I'm going to attempt to mix the yellow right here in the pastel palette and the white in this palette. I don't know if the mixing is gonna really do anything, so I'm just gonna apply the yellow in certain spots and the white in other spots. I'm really winging it. We're gonna see where this goes. I really don't know. Bear with me. If it doesn't go great, I am so sorry. This, you know, we're experimenting, we're playing around. It is what it is. I never said it was gonna be perfect. I just said I was gonna attempt a crusty look. So here I am attempting. I'm proud of myself for even trying, you know? Honestly, can't even see what I'm doing because I'm blind. We're getting somewhere, guys. I'm coating the nose, even though I'm going in with a different color on the nose because he has a red nose. Alright, now I'm yellow. Mellow yellow. It kind of looks like it. I think he's a little bit lighter, but you know what? We're just gonna go with the flow. Alright, so now we have to outline his little 5 o'clock shadow, I guess is what you would call that. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, that. We gotta outline it and then fill it in. I think I'm gonna use this khaki color to do so. And I suppose I'll use this little paintbrush to do so. So we're just gonna outline with this brush and I'm going to fill it in with a bigger brush. Now let's do the nose. And for the nose, I'm gonna use this really bright red because he has a very bright red nose. I think I'm gonna use a smaller brush. You could probably also find a little clown nose at like Party City, but because I don't have that, I'm just going to draw my own. Alright, I think that's about it for the face paint. Now let's jump into this lipstick. I kind of have face paint all over my lips. Let me try and fix that. It smells really strong, but it doesn't smell bad. It's just a really strong scent. I can't really place what it is though. So that's the lip. I think it looks really nice, especially with this look. I think it's really correlating. I still see this as red, not orange, but you know, that apparently is just my crazy brain. Let me know, what do you guys think? Does this look red or orange to you? I'm really curious. I know I've asked like 3 times in this video already, but I just want to know. Oh my god. I hate how this transfers, but it's okay. I hope it's not getting all, oh, it is. I will be right back. This is our finished look. I feel like I'm almost giving off more poppy vibes than Krusty vibes. If you guys have seen the episode where, what is it called? I think it's like Insane Clown Poppy. Yeah, because like Insane Clown Posse. Yeah, whatever. When Krusty meets his long lost daughter, Poppy. That's kind of more the vibe I'm getting. It's kind of a glamorous Krusty the Clown makeup, if you will. I'm such a die-hard Simpsons fan. I own so many of the Pop figures. I own most of the Treehouse of Horror DVD sets. My brother and I watched The Simpsons religiously, especially when I was younger. Like, I wasn't probably supposed to be watching it at the age I was, but like, I don't know, I feel like The Simpsons is one of those shows. It's not too provocative. I mean, obviously you shouldn't like let your kids watch it probably, but like, you know, whatever. I watched it because my brother would sneak me into his room and let me watch it with him. But I've always loved The Simpsons so much, and Krusty was my mom's favorite character, and I think he's probably like in my top 3. I just absolutely love Krusty. And I recently got the Vampire Krusty Pop figure from the new Treehouse of Horror collection. I have almost every single one from the series released last year. The only one I'm missing is the Gorilla Homer, and I don't know why it's so hard to find him, but I'm having the hardest time finding him. But now I own, I think, every single one from this year's collection except for the Werewolf Bart and Donut Head Homer. This video is about Krusty, but it's also about the new Profusion Halloween collection. So let's get right into my thoughts and opinions. First and foremost, this isn't my favorite formula from Profusion. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm pretty sad about it. But what are you gonna do? I own most of their 10-pan palettes, as you can see here, and this isn't even all of the ones that I have. And I prefer that quality so much more than these ones, unfortunately. I don't know, I feel like those palettes are way more pigmented. I feel like they build better. I will say these blend well, but the problem with the blending on these ones, I feel like they blend away most of the color you put down, and it's just a whole process of building and building and building and then blending and then having to build again because it blended away. I don't like that because I don't mind building a shadow. If a shadow isn't super pigmented straight off the bat and I have to build it, that's fine. I don't mind that as long as it blends nicely. And the problem is with these, they blend. At first I was like, oh, these are blending nicely. But I want my shadows to blend nicely, but also not blend away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need to blend completely into my skin. Even the shimmers don't seem very poppy in these. And usually their shimmers are pretty decent. I thought the idea of these little 9-pan tombstone palettes were like the most adorable concept. It was a flop. It's kind of sad, I'll admit it, but it didn't break my bank, thank goodness. They're only $7 a pop. I can't complain at that price, but at the same time, I wish they were a little better. Considering these little 10-pan palettes of theirs that they have at Walmart are only $5 and they have much better quality. I don't really understand that. I feel like I worked a little bit harder than I should have had to for payoff that just, I don't know. It's meh. It's not bad. It's just not, it's not for me. The lipstick so far seems nice. It's not super drying. It's pretty much entirely transfer proof. There's like a teeny tiny line, but yeah, I'm not mad at the lipstick. I wish it was more of an actual orange, like the shade name says it is, because I'm not huge on red lipsticks. That's just me. That's a personal opinion, but the formula seems nice. The liners, the liners. I'll use them probably, maybe, I don't know. They're not the most opaque things. So you try to build them up to make them more vivid, and then they kind of crumble a little bit, and I don't really like that. It was only like $3, I think, so I'm not super mad. Again, it didn't break my bank. But those are my thoughts and opinions on this. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions though. Do you think this look came out nice? Do you like it? Do you not? How do you think I did on the face paint? Like, I think it's kind of cute. Let me know how you guys think I did. Do you think I look like Krusty? Do you think I look like some crazy lady off the street? I probably do, so that's okay too. But this is it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a wonderful day and stay beautiful.